Hey, if you're a contractor in New Jersey, listen up. There's a brand new law on the books that's going to change the way you do business. We're going to break down everything you need to know right now to make sure you're ready. So let's get right to it. If you're running a home improvement or a home elevation business in the state of New Jersey, this is for you. A new law is about to change your registration requirements in a pretty big way. This is not a minor update. Here's the bottom line. From now on, your business is required to have something called a compliance bond. And this isn't some optional thing, a nice to have. It is now a mandatory piece of the puzzle for being a licensed contractor in New Jersey. It's all about protecting consumers and proving you're financially accountable. Okay, so what is this thing actually called? Officially, it's Public Law 2023, Chapter 237. Now, even though it was signed back in January of 2024, the bond requirement doesn't technically kick in until April 1st, 2025. And I know what you're thinking, phew, that's a long way off. But trust me, you don't want to sleep on this because the real deadlines are coming up way faster than you think. All right, so the big question on everyone's mind is probably, does this even apply to me? Let's dig into who exactly needs to get this done because the net it casts is pretty wide. So the law applies to both home improvement contractors and home elevation contractors. But here's the really critical part. It covers all business structures. I mean, everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a one-person show, a partnership, an LLC, or a full-blown corporation. If you're doing this kind of work in New Jersey, you're on the hook. Okay, let's talk about timing. You're going to want to grab a pen or open your calendar app right now because these dates are set in stone. And they are coming up quick. So yeah, the requirement starts on April 1st, 2025. But the real, no kidding, drop-dead date you have to burn into your brain is March 30th, 2026. Why? Because on that day, every single existing contractor registration in New Jersey expires. Poof, gone. It's basically a hard reset for the entire industry. If you want to keep working, you have to get this bond to renew your license. Period. All right, let's talk about the thing every business owner is thinking about, money. What's this new requirement going to cost you? Let's break down how it works. So the state set up a pretty logical tiered system. It's all based on the value of your largest single contract. So for example, if your biggest jobs are all under 10 grand, you're in tier 1. You'll need a $10,000 bond. But here's the key, and this is super important. You don't pay $10,000. You just pay a small annual premium. For that tier 1, it's usually just $100 to $300 a year. And as you can see, as the job size goes up, the bond amount and that yearly cost go up too. So you've got two paths you can take here. Option 1 is a letter of credit from a bank. The problem? You have to deposit the entire bond amount with them. We're talking $10, $25, even $50,000 of your cash just sitting there tied up for weeks while you wait for approval. Or there's option 2, a surety bond. This is what most people do. You just pay that small annual premium we talked about, your working capital stays right where it belongs, with you, and you can get approved the very same day. It's kind of a no-brainer. Okay, we've gone through the what, the who, the when, and the how much. Now let's boil it all down into a super simple, actionable checklist. Here are the 5 steps to make sure you're totally legal and ready to go in New Jersey. Step 1, and this is the big new one, get your compliance bond based on your tier. Step 2, double-check that your workers' comp insurance is active. Step 3, take a look at your general liability insurance and make sure you have at least $500,000 in coverage per occurrence. Step 4, be sure you're using written contracts for any job that's over $500. And finally, step 5, make sure that registration number is everywhere, on your ads, your trucks, your contracts. You follow those 5 steps, you're golden. Look, getting compliant all starts with that first step, securing your bond. And you can actually get that taken care of today. You can get a free quote in just a few minutes over at buysuretybonds.com. The question isn't if you're going to do this, it's just a matter of when. Are you going to wait to the last minute with everyone else, or are you going to get ahead of the curve and handle it right now? Don't let that 2026 deadline sneak up on you.